PyroFalkon streaming Sundays. This is TheAkamura, hijacking the stream once more to play another horror game. This is Gone Home.
Not really a horror game, it's more of a thriller game. There isn't a bunch, I don't know much about it, but I have heard, like, there aren't any jump scares, there's only one implied scare at some point. It's more of a mystery kind of game. But other than that, we don't really know much about it. It is kind of a first-person adventure game, and TheAkamura is in control. We weren't sure if I was even going to be able to do the stream because I can't breathe and my allergies have been going ballistic.
That would have been awful, as evidenced in the pre-show, which you guys watching on YouTube didn't see.
That's right. Join us every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/PyroFalkon for our streaming Sundays, where we play different games every week.
Yay!
So now we're going to get Gone Home going. So go ahead and do the new game thing and whatever.
Use the arrow keys, or WASD to walk. Look around.
Pretty sure you don't have to voice the control tutorials.
Yes, I do. I need to voice everything.
And if you guys are new to the channel, I read your comments during the Twitch stream.
Hey,
so
tapes.
We already have a whole bunch of people.
How many people in the chat don't know what tapes are?
Which, yeah, a lot of people don't know what cassettes are. Okay, no one is saying anything that shutting up.
I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport, so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so love you. See you soon. Bye.
Answering machines, also old school technology.
Yeah. I don't know if old school, I had one in my house until, like, way recently.
Oh wait, it's 1995 or 85? I can't read
95. That explains it.
Yeah, there you go. That's not old technology. That's some cutting edge shit.
Okay.
So we have arrived. We have gone home at 1:15 in the morning.
And walk. Our name is Caitlin Greenbrier. We are in Portland, and this is listed as June 6th. It is raining as shit, and we are in the sunroom.
The viewers are saying there's an echo on the chat, which shouldn't be. Yeah, the only thing I can think of is you have your audio too loud. Because we've muted the stream, so there shouldn't be an echo.
There we go. How's that, guys?
But anyway, Michael says a cassette is the precursor to the DVD. Actually, it's the precursor to the CD.
Yep.
Anyway, go ahead and do your thing. What did you find there, Akamura? I just saw a bag with a thing on it.
Yeah, this is my luggage. Oh, that's how I zoom. Flight 270, June 6, 1995.
You are Caitlin Greenbrier?
Greenbrier.
Greenbrier.
That is my handwriting. If you guys want to fudge my handwriting, that's what it looks like.
Lovely.
And this is a duffel bag that I kind of want. Also with a tag on it.
So now you just kind of want to jump into the game world already.
Look! It's raining. It's a sunroom. It's nice.
I see that.
Grab the cup.
You can fill it with booze, I'd be all game.
Open door. Christmas duck. It's a Christmas duck.
Christmas duck.
And Christmas bullshit.
Tonight's official snack of the stream are Little Debbie chocolate chip cream pies, which are basically 2 chocolate chip cookies that are scooshing some frosting. And it's freaking good, and Little Debbie should totally sponsor us.
By the way, give me another one of those.
You got it.
They're so good, guys.
Same.
They're so fattening, but so good.
I don't like eating on the stream, but it's when it's soft food. It's not so bad.
And there's a note on the door! Katie, I'm sorry I can't be there to see you, but it's impossible. Please don't go digging around trying to figure out where I am. I don't want Mom and Dad crossed out. Anyone to know. We'll see each other again someday. Don't be worried. I love you. Sam.
And you are Katie, right?
I am Katie.
Well, I think we should totally ignore that note and start doing some digging.
Yep. The door's locked. Kick
Use
it
the
down.
Christmas dog. Use the Christmas duck to
Yes,
smash
let
a
us
window.
use the Christmas duck.
Wait. There's a key under it. Did you see that?
Oh, hey.
I was right. The Christmas duck was the key to everything. No pun intended, I'm sorry.
Christmas ducks. They solve all your problem.
Now I want a Christmas duck. Kayla says, damn us, we are... It's like they're celebrating his weight loss by eating the pounds he lost in the form of fattening food. Here's the thing. I'm also drinking juice. I was just super hungry and needed some sugar to get through this stream. So I am drinking some incredibly healthy orange and pineapple juice. So, there you go.
I'm not.
Plus,
I'm drinking basically Kool-Aid.
I bought a bunch of vegetables for my actual dinner when we... What was that?
Lightning. Thunder.
Okay.
It's a storm.
Sacred Stars Michael says this game so far reminds him of Haunt the Real Slender.
Bathroom. Oh my god, yeah.
Do you need to pee?
Let me. How 20 top authors conquer it. Look at that typewriter.
Going to try? I'm going to try to conquer it?
How many people in the chat don't know what a typewriter is?
Let's see. Tink says she was 190 in January and is now 170. Congrats. 20 pounds. That's more than 10% of your weight. Very good. And Tink is going to her sister's wedding, if I remember right, which is probably one reason why she's doing that.
Wait, Stephen King. I
saw that.
What was he doing in 1995? Like, February?
I don't know. I don't want to look it up. I'm feeling like garbage.
Toilet paper.
Yay! Throw the toilet paper in the toilet. That's what toilet paper is for.
Can't. Oh, that's... Soft Plus. Wow, that's not...
That is one horrifying baby. Also, I believe the stream has frozen. Or not. Oh no, it's just super delayed. Fair enough. Show the scary baby again.
There's the baby.
Which you pulled up just as there was a thunder sound. Lovely.
It's coming.
It really is.
Now thicker!
The baby is thicker?
No, the toilet paper is thicker, presumably to hold the baby in. Quilted for extra strength and absorbency. Unscented.
Oh, by the way, Gone Home, you can pick this up on Steam. I think it's only $10 as of this recording. Check it out. It's a good game from everything we've been told. And so far, I'm digging it. Like I said, it's basically a mystery. You're just trying to figure out where the hell your family went.
Standards.
And you can dick with the entire house to
Cleansing
figure that
powder.
out. Tink shouts, "I love babies!"
Facts. Powder.
When I was coming home, I was in Walmart trying to check out, and there was a baby in front of us.
Oh god, towels.
Throwing a tantrum because the baby wanted to slide the cart and push all the buttons on the debit pin pad. And the mom was like, it's not ready yet, it's not ready yet, she's still scanning our stuff. But, you know, it didn't stop the baby from screaming and being a holy terror.
Sparkle hand soap.
I hate that shit. It's one reason why I would never be, I could not be a cashier for my actual job.
Here's boxes.
Because as soon
folder.
as kids start pulling that shit, I want to just smack them and do it myself
Alright.
for them to speed up.
Movers?
What?
August of last year.
Who moved? What's listed?
I don't know.
I'm so far away I can't see the screen exactly.
Boxes, kitchen, 8 boxes. Master bed, 5. And this is last year. Terrence Greenbrier, Arbor Hill in Oregon?
Interesting. Did it say where we are?
Harper Drive, Forest Grove. I think that's what this
the
says.
State? Does it...
We're in Oregon.
So we moved within Oregon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or Terrence Greenbrier did, whoever that is. Apparently they
Probably
moved
Dad.
the whole house. Continued unattached worksheets. Subtotal. Storm, can you not?
Dear Katie, so much has changed, even just since you've been away. We moved into this house, I'm at a new school. And my big sister being gone for a year doesn't make it any easier. It doesn't feel real. But I'm not gonna let it faze me. I used to tell you everything, and if I can't do it in person, because you're off gallivanting around who knows where, I'll tell it to this journal. Just like I was talking to you.
So, Sam is a girl.
Yeah, and also we have no idea what this new house is. Like,
Right. Well,
We're
I
basically
guess keep
as-
exploring around.
immersed as we can be. Who the hell leaves their crap packed up for a year? I do, but
I'm gonna say you still haven't unpacked everything ever since you moved in with me.
oh god, that's a lot
Oh
of.
my god, it almost has been a year since you've lived here.
Oh, I thought that was like documents or something. but
Kayla
it's
says
just-
this is creepy. It is creepy. But that's why I said, like, it's not like a zombie's gonna burst out of the floor and try to eat our face. Now that's some goddamn terrifying shit.
Oh yeah.
Maybe I would rather have a zombie leap out of the floor.
Happy birthday, Sam, Uncle Harvey. Yeah, would you look at that?
That is cruel and
It's-
unusual animal. That's animal
it's-
cruelty. There
it's
we go.
blingied, practically.
Who shoved the card behind the dresser? Well, I
I
suppose
don't know,
if
but
it
it
was
was-
that kind of card, I
Yeah,
would
it was a
too.
birthday card for Sam, and there's all sorts of letters. Is there anything?
And Kalo says, "Hey there, Insomnia. Long time no see. Apparently, he's not going to get to bed tonight after this." And Michael is already theorizing that people are dead. I wouldn't be surprised.
Directions to work from new home. Left on Crabtree, right on Bullhorn. I hope we don't need these.
Do you have an
Travel
inventory that you can
time,
add
1
stuff
10
to?
minutes. I think so. I have a backpack, but I have no idea how to access it.
That's all right. Our fans can help us if they can remember information that we can't. Such as the fact that I'm probably going to get comments in the Final Fantasy VI series that I screwed something up really terribly.
Alright, that's apparently all that for there. Let's close the doors. Look, I'm leaving the bathroom light on.
Yeah, actually, when I just went into the bedroom, I found that you had left both fans running.
Of course I did. Ugh. Up,
Whoa.
Janice Greenbrier, senior
Hey, it's Mom.
conservationist. Mom needs to try some anti-aging cream.
Kalo is shouting Gao in the comments. Because Kalo likes Gao so much, I'm actually changing the order that I do a couple things in the second half of the game. Which I will mention when it happens, so, you know. It's all for you. And Michael is screaming Kupo. The Final Fantasy VI series
And
has
we're just
been
gonna stay here
popular.
for the rest of the game.
I'm
Nope. Oh, the door opens both ways. That's weird. Like,
Yeah, it is weird.
double
That's
hinges.
definitely a gaming convention. If
This
I'm
is
not near the
kind of terrifying for me because I don't like dark spaces where I'm alone.
really,
Yeah.
huh? I'm not close to the finale of my Final Fantasy VI series yet, but I have considered today whether I should do the finale live when it comes to it.
Did you guys hear that?
You guys should let me know in the comments if you want. You have a smoke alarm above your head.
Yeah, but there was creak just now.
Also, there's wind rustling over in the outside reality, so that's probably going to disarm you too.
Well, I'm plenty spooked. It's a sugar skull. It's a sugar skull.
Sugar skull? What's a sugar skull?
I picked up the trophy. Here, let's put that back. My old track trophy. This is.
I mean, what is a sugar skull? What are you talking about?
It's a Mexican, basically a bedazzled skull thing.
Is it a real skull?
No, it's a decoration.
Ah. Because that's weird.
But I've always heard them called sugar skull. Hecho in Mexico.
Michael votes that I do the Final Fantasy VI finale live. It just
And
does
this
seem like something I should do.
is-
So I will probably do it.
another.
Since we record about a week ahead, I'll know when the finale's coming, and I can announce it ahead of time.
Okay,
if
here
and
we
when that
go.
becomes
A
necessary.
little bit of character study.
Go for it.
Caitlin has track trophies.
Is that the left one also? The left one's also a track trophy?
Yes. So
Cool
she's
beans.
clearly an achiever here. Tombs of Youth. This must be someone's books. Nothing here. Nothing here. I can grab the Bible for some reason.
Wonder if there's like a secret in there or something.
So let's. This is clearly a semi-religious family, I would say.
Yeah, maybe. I've got like 4 Bibles on my bookshelf and I haven't read any of them, including
I
the Book of
know
Mormon.
my parents had like 8.
Did you know I have the Book of Mormon on my bookshelf? Doesn't seem like the kind of thing I would have, but I
No,
have the
I
Book
didn't.
of, and I can't get rid of it because it's a very personal. Like the person who bought it for me put my name on it, so it's like, it's a personal gift. I can't just throw it away.
Yeah.
Go ahead and
Dear
read.
Jan, it's so good to hear from you again. All this new house business sounds like quite the adventure. Remember the little dorm room we shared freshman year? When we were miserable fantasizing about our own dream homes? I always said I wanted a mansion. You said you just wanted a house in the woods. Look who got both. Somebody up there likes you. I could use some of that magic. Send me some lotto numbers, I'll play them. Seriously. But I shouldn't be complaining about this good old split level we've had since Bob got transferred to Winnipeg. So they're out in Canada. We just got new vinyl siding. Jealous yet? Let me know if you ever want to trade places. So how are the girls doing? Has Katie left on her big European adventure yet? Speaking of jealous, right back soon. Miss you, Rumi. Carol.
You should be thankful I like you, because Kayla just said waiting for the bang sound followed by ah fuck and uncontrolled laughter from me. As soon as I read that, I almost tried to grab something long to touch your knee while you were reading that.
I would have screamed and beat the shit out of you.
So it would have been worth it for the sake of the stream, but I like you, so that's why I didn't do it.
Alright, there's the bat room. So, what's in here?
Itinerary.
Itinerary.
Hey, now we're talking.
There's a heart sticker on it.
Over the phone number, very clever.
Katie's departure. Flight 881. 12:20 to Amsterdam. Alright. That's interesting. Right. Is there anything else over here? Is there... Can I drag that lamp a little closer? Oh, wait.
There we go. Keep those lights on.
Sam, Daniel from the old neighborhood called. He wants to come back to... Come see the new house. Call him back. Mom, Daniel is a total weirdo. The only reason I ever hung out with him in the first place is he had a Nintendo when we were little.
Cute.
Doesn't that remind you of someone
Reminds
from
me
your
of me.
childhood?
I had an old friend named Matt who I pretty much invited myself to his house every day just so I could play his Nintendo.
We were that family.
You were the family that got people to you, or that you went
Got
to
people
places?
to you. Sam,
I see.
Katie, Mom, and Dad.
Wow, Dad looks like he's ripped straight out of a pharmaceutical ad.
He really does.
Do you have erectile dysfunction? I know I do. So when I have trouble making little Jimmy stand at attention, I like taking Viaxatrol. It makes me hard as a rock for at least 5 minutes, which is
Dude,
double
you
what I
are right next to your wife and children. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Well, how else were my children made? Vioxatrol. Try it today. Side effects may include death, coma, internal bleeding, internal hemorrhaging, your dick falling off, and urinary tract infections.
But it'll totally be worth it because you'll be able to screw. Messages.
For 2 minutes.
Sam. Sam. Hello. Sam. Sam, where are you?
Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so, love you. See you soon. Bye.
What was all that about?
The first one was someone calling for Sam, apparently, and then the second one was sobbing, and then the third one was the opening message.
Weird.
What's in here?
Oh, a dark room. Lovely.
Oh, sweet, we have a map. At the new house.
And items, so you do have an inventory. Good deal. Oh, that was added to your inventory when you looked at the invoice for the
Dear
moving
Katie,
company.
So
Oh,
much
and we
has
can play it again.
changed, even just since you've been away. We moved into this house. I'm at a new school. And my big sister being gone for a year doesn't make it any easier. It doesn't feel real. But I'm not gonna let it faze me. I used to tell you everything, and if I can't do it in person, because you're off gallivanting around who knows where, I'll tell it to this journal. Just like I was talking to you.
Alright, here's Caitlin Greenbrier with her bedazzled passport. I don't think you're allowed to do that anymore.
Her bedazzled passport.
Yeah, she's got little heart stars on it there.
Wow.
And then here's her boarding pass. From Amsterdam to Portland with this transfer at Cincinnati. And the key hidden under old Christmas duck. Okay, let's progress, shall we? One of the postcards I sent from Paris. Hi, Mom, Dad, and Sam. I'm in Paris. I have done many Parisian things, including eating le petit déjeuner and wearing a beret. I'm going to have lots of film to develop when I get back. Remember film?
Film?
Film.
Film.
7mm film.
Yes?
My dad had a shitload of film lying around the place.
Oh, right. You told me you're... Well, he's a hoarder, so he would
Yeah,
hoard the
my
shit out of
father
photography
is
since he's a photographer,
A
too.
hoarder. Sam, I'm bringing you back something from Shakespeare Book Company since you are my favorite sister. She's your only sister. Love you all. Mom, Dad, and Sam. 1 Arbor Hill. Weird. Boone County, Oregon. Let's put that back. Put it back. Okay, what's in here? An obituary. Oscar Masson of Boone County. Oscar Masson, 60, of Boone County, died peacefully last month in his home. Mr. Masson was born on September 8th, 1933, in the house that would be his home for the rest of his life. He attained his degree in pharmacy at a young age. Hey, pharmaceutical company. Someone
Sweet.
nailed it. And returned to Boone County to practice. He became a well-loved figure at the center of the community. In the decades preceding his passing, he was seldom seen outside his home. The service will be held this Sunday at the First Methodist Church. All are welcome. His survivors include his nephew, Terrence Greenbrier, as well as in spirit the people of Boone County, to whom he provided wellness and comfort.
So, our uncle created Vitroxacyl. Well, no wonder he spent all day inside if he was able to keep his dick up for hours at a time. It makes sense.
A picture of a woman in uniform.
If I could screw for several dozen hours at once, I probably wouldn't. I'd get bored and then hungry.
I think you're... Oh, I can grab the pack of cards. Can I open the playing cards? Can I open... Oh, they're sealed.
Wait, you lagged the game just by throwing the cards at the drawer?
Apparently.
That's amazing.
What's in here?
Kalo is again convinced that this is a murder house. We will have to keep looking into that.
How can it be a murder house if no one died in it? Because apparently we just moved into it. And someone fucked up the wallpaper.
That's gonna drive your OCD nuts.
Ugh, I already don't want to live here. A bag. Welcome, new student. We hope that you are excited about your first day at Goodfellow High School as we are. Please be sure to bring the following with you on your first day of class so that you can get right into the string of things, a series of crossed off things. A positive attitude isn't crossed off. Please remember to get plenty of sleep the night before and be ready for the first bell to ring at 8 a.m. Remember when school started at 8?
School still starts at 8.
It starts at like 7.
Does it?
Yeah.
Yeah. When I went to school, I think it started at 7:20.
Oh
I don't know
my God.
why
We
Xenia
were
chose
so
such a
lucky we
specific...
finished high school before we moved into this house. So, it's the first day of school. And there I am, introducing myself to the class. And I say that I just moved into the house on Arbor Hill. All of a sudden, every kid in the room turns and just stares like I suddenly transformed into a mutant. I just stood there, wishing pretty hard for a rewind button. Because now maybe nobody knows my name, but they all know who I am. The Psycho House girl. Great.
The Psycho House? Uh-oh. Button.
Heavens to Betsy. Okay.
Stick that back. I'm gonna leave that light on.
You don't want shit jumping out of the closet at you?
No.
I was about to ask where your sense of adventure was, but I would probably not even play this game. I'd be playing this with the lights on.
Whoa, what? Sam, I'm Tommy. I'm at the back. Oh, it's a note. Just thought since you're new, maybe you could use a friend. I didn't have a lot of friends either, and so I thought I'd ask something if you don't mind.
So, what? Did that give us any information at
No,
all?
I just heard a door clicking. Monty, what did you want to ask? Was it just your uncle who went psycho, or does it run in the family? Oh, God.
So we did inherit the house from the uncle.
We inherited the house from the uncle, and apparently... That's
That
dark.
is a very dark room, yes.
Yeah. That was very malicious of you, Tommy. I just expected someone to be there.
Yeah, this isn't Silent Hill, so I don't think we have to quite worry that hard. I asked Crowbeak
Yeah,
about
but
the
you don't
game.
have to be in Silent Hill to enter Silent Hill. A matchbook?
But yeah, I asked Crowbeak about this game, and she said that there are no jump scares.
The Northwest Weather Service reports
TV
high
on?
winds and torrential
Yes.
rain conditions affecting the following counties.
Severe weather warning. It's actually going to be a severe weather warning where we live in real life.
Yay!
Although right now it's not so bad weather.
Yeah.
Residents are strongly urged to
C
stay
to
indoors
crouch.
and secure all windows and doors. Flood
Hey, old
conditions are
VHSs.
expected at lower elevation.
X-Files Season 1.
Ah,
2001, The Dark Crystal. Oh, I remember The Dark Crystal. Did you guys ever watch The Dark Crystal?
I haven't. What is the Dark Crystal?
It's a Jim Henson production.
Oh,
It was the story of the Gelfling, I can't remember his name, shit, but he had to go someplace far away and return a dark crystal to bring about unity or some shit.
did you read that letter?
No, not yet. Shipping label. David Werning. Notify sender of new address. So we just moved into our apparent psycho dead uncle's house. Hi, Terry. Enclosed, please find a Pioneer CLD 703 unit with remote and cables. We need a half-page review for the October issue, so that gives you about 2 weeks to get us the copy for edit. Standard stuff like you gave us on the 502. It's a combi player, so check its CD playback. With a few discs as well as Laserdisc, and they want us to definitely hit the signal-to-noise ratio and toss-link stuff for high-end buyers. Looking forward to your take on it. Enjoy the unit. So, the dad's a writer, and he writes reviews.
Okay.
Interesting.
Where's
Pizza. Oh, you douche canoes.
I know. That's rude. The soda's probably empty too.
No, the soda's closed, but it's probably warm.
Ew. Oh wait. Okay, so the unit's missing. Or he never hooked it up. It wasn't in the box, but you can see the cables are sitting there.
This is a severe weather warning.
See what I'm saying?
Northwest Weather Service reports high
Behind
winds
you?
and torrential rain conditions affecting the following counties: Austin County, Boone County,
Behind me?
Dawn
What?
County,
The cables under the TV.
and
Those are
Wisconsin
those are input
Oh
cables.
yeah, that's why there's the
Strongly
crouch
urged
button.
to stay
So that means
indoors.
the
All windows
unit
and doors.
that he got in the mail is gone for whatever reason.
Yeah. Weird. Examine book. Sam. thought
Michael
this might
says
help.
Silent Hill was based on a town in Pennsylvania where the coal mine underneath caught fire. Smoke flows up from the street. I know that city exists. I didn't know Silent Hill was based on that. Did you?
I know the movie was based on it.
Oh, wait, yeah.
Yeah, I think
one of
that's-
them just clarifies that, I think.
Yeah, I think
actually.
that's Centralia.
Austin County,
I know Cracked did an article about it, but I can't remember what the city name was called.
Centralia.
Astoria County.
That's
Residents
making
are
friends
strongly
even
urged
when
to
you...
secure all windows and
I can't read the
flood
subtitle.
conditions are expected
Never worry again about having friends to spend time with. Remember these goddamn books. Ugh.
You know that feeling where the first moment you see someone, it's like they have a big gold star around them, and you have to get to know them? Well, there's this girl. I think she's a senior. She's usually dressed kind of punk. But sometimes I see her in this, like, army uniform. She's always drawing in this notebook, looking so intense. I had no idea how I would ever, like, have an excuse to talk to her. Till I noticed she and her friends hang out and play Street Fighter at the 7-Eleven every day after school.
Interesting. So that must be the woman in the uniform. And it's a fort! This is why we're supposed to crouch.
Pillow fort.
Hauntings and poltergeists.
Wait, who's young enough to have a pillow fort?
You are never old enough to stop making pillow forts.
This is a severe weather.
Duly noted.
The Northwest Weather
And a
Service
can of soda.
reports high winds and
And a
torrential
couch
rain
pillow.
conditions
And another
affecting
couch
the
pillow.
following counties: Austin County,
And a
Boone County,
big ass
Dawn
flannel
County,
blanket.
TheAkamura County, and Astoria County. Residents are strongly
I know
urged
flannel
to
was
stay
warm and all,
indoors
but
and secure
I
all
always
windows
dislike it because it's usually too
What
warm
Ticket
for me.
to the
Affected at lower
Coliseum. For Pulp Fiction. October 21st. Interesting.
I have a feeling that date's going to be important. Everyone remember October 21st,
Yes,
because we're going to forget.
totally. More VHSs. Fantastic
This
Voyage.
is a
Top
severe
Gun.
weather warning.
Time Machine and Clue.
Have you ever seen Top Gun?
I did, but I was too young to remember it. The Andromeda Strain.
It's a decent movie. Not Tom Cruise's best, but decent. It's very 80s.
Airplane and
Airplane.
Moonraker. Robocop.
Secure all windows
And Beetlejuice. 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 Where's Beetlejuice?
I've seen Beetlejuice, I think, twice, but I forget everything because I was too young.
Director's Cut of Blade Runner.
This dude has a decent collection of movies here.
More X-Files. The Pilot. Alright.
I had stacks of
My
videotapes like
OCD is ticked, so I can't pick it up. Fuck.
I had stacks of VHS tapes like that, but from the Pokemon cartoon.
Yeah, I used to have a VHS tape that I would tape Dragon Ball Z for my brothers, and then I'd watch Yu Yu Hakusho. Because they got home later than I did, because they had clubs.
Residents are strongly urged
One
to
of
stay
my
indoors
nicer
and
memories
secure all
of childhood.
windows indoors. Flood conditions are
It's that book
expected
Dad
at lower
wrote.
elevations.
Crouch. Butt scooped. Accidental Savior. So that explains the JFK tape. November 21st, 1963, John Russell knows that the president's life hangs in the balance, but who would believe him? Not just another James Bond, a high classic political thriller.
So Dad's a decent writer too. Pretty good writer.
Terry, hey man, how you been? I know you're a published author and everything now, but my editor, a hi-fi aficionado, has too much review work to go around, and he's looking for another freelancer.
And
Oh,
Astoria County.
that explains it.
Residents are strongly urged to stay indoors and secure all windows.
Naturally, I thought of you. You were
Flood
saying
conditions are expected at
in your last letter how much of a pain it's been trying to find a publisher for your latest work of literature. Writing stereo reviews is dead simple. Sit at home with a glass of scotch, listen to some records, and write up how it sounds, and then get paid. I've included some issues of the mag you're supposed to use as examples. If you're interested, send some samples to my editor. And tell him your old college...
reports high winds and torrential rain conditions
I
affecting
can't
the following
quite parse that one.
Austin County,
Chum, Mike sent you. Here's the address.
TheAkamura,
Do it, he says.
Astoria,
Michael is asking how your childhood was in Alaska.
stay indoors.
In Alaska, it was snow and dogs and trees and dirt.
Which means you were in paradise.
Yep. Cassette. Okay. Role model, it says. Remember mixtapes?
I do. I had about 4 of them.
I didn't have any because I was too young, but I know my mom had like 50 lying around.
But I only made mixtapes for myself. And guys are supposed to make mixtapes for the women who they are interested in.
You make a mixtape for anyone, at any time, for any reason, man.
I basically had a mixtape for gaming sessions. I always listen to music when I game. Still do. Although whoever made that mixtape needs a little bit more taste in music.
Yeah. Okay, here's the coaster. This really sets me off. There's a goddamn ring. X-Files is circle.
Does that make you happy, throwing the cup onto the coaster?
Yeah. It's Mom's old work mug, so I hope I didn't break it.
You're trying to cover up the spot, aren't you?
Okay, I'm gonna turn that crap off.
Michael says he likes the X-Files. I'll get to that in a second, Kayla. Michael asked, or said that he likes the X-Files. That's something I have never seen. I've never watched a full episode of the X-Files.
I've watched a couple episodes of it, but I wasn't all that enthused. It was basically sci-fi.
I think the entire series is on Netflix or Hulu, so I really should get to it one of these days.
Aw, The Heaven at the Edge of the World by Samantha Greenbrier, Grade 2. Story, The Turtle People, Part 1. There's pirates.
Bah.
And turtle stickers. Captain Allegra looked off at the ocean. It went on forever. Or so it seemed! Someday she would find the edge and get to the paradise there. Then she heard a cannon fire. Boom! It was the Black Pirate ship! She yelled, "I thought we lost them at Horse Island!" The first mate said, "Looks like you thought too soon!" The black ship came along the side. Captain Black himself came out on the deck of the black ship. He yelled to Captain Allegra, You're never gonna find the edge. There ain't no paradise and your father were a leer." Captain Allegra yelled back, "Then why do you keep following us, you imbecile?" The first mate yelled out, "We'll stop you, Captain Black. We'll find the edge of the world and you'll see her father was no liar." The battle kept going until Captain Allegra's ship got away. "Now west," she said, and the ship sailed toward the sunset.
Bah. The sad part is she's got better handwriting and storytelling than I do.
She's got better handwriting and I did it. Second grade. And
why
her
my-
lines were straight. I had that problem. I would write with the curve of my hand.
Oh, I never had that problem. But my book's never going to sell. Ugh.
I'm
Anyway,
gonna throw something at you.
Kalo asked, are we streaming this game until it's done? Probably not, because from what I've read, the game takes about 2 to 2.5 hours to complete. And because I've got guide work to do, we can only stream tonight for maybe an hour and a half or so. So this will probably be our first two-parter for streaming Sunday. I will...
Corpse? Nope.
We do have a couple games in mind for next week, but if we can't make some super progress on this game, we will revisit it next week to finish it up. But we're going to play at least an hour today.
Oh, hey. Paper. Oh, he got started on the
I think
review,
I'm losing
it
my
looks
voice
like.
too, aren't I? I can actually hear I'm sounding different all of a sudden.
They say that a jack of all trades is a master of none. I have to disagree. Mastery is not a question of specialization, but sureness of purpose and dedication to craft. If you happen to be in the market for a combination LD-CD player, you'll be glad to know that Pioneer seems to share this particular, and then it stops. You can do better. Back to basics. Sent back in time to Dallas, 1963 again. State of emergency in Dallas. JFK poisoned, kidnapped, injured.
Oh, just notes for his book.
Intercept USSR. Killed in Marines.
What if JFK wasn't JFK? That's on the left side.
Why not disrupt motorcade minutes before Lee Harvey Oswald can fire? Grassy knoll steamrolled. Record JFK off. Magic bullet theory circled. Ugh. Stop. WASD.
There are a lot of people who have this huge obsession with the whole JFK assassination thing. I find it fascinating, and I like seeing some of the scientific evidence about why the magic bullet theory was full of shit and what actually happened. And it's a cool watch. But I have a particular obsession with Waco, Texas. And for those of you who don't know, especially those of you in the UK, Waco, Texas. Waco is a city in Texas, and it was the home of a cult. And the cult just seemed like it was going to be all culty and not hurt anybody. But then it wound up endangering children, so the FBI decided to get involved. But there was a whole bunch of bullshit that happened, and the FBI tried to siege Waco. If there's a note you need to read, stop me so you can read it, and then I'll continue the story.
Sorry, I was like letting you go.
Fine.
It's just the opening of a narrative that's been crumpled up. John Russell opened his eyes and saw them, the stars, twinkling as if he were lying in the grass in his family's yard in Massachusetts, even though that place was 1,000,000 miles away. No, he blinked the sleep from his eyes, looking through the carbon-reinforced safety glass of the space station Archimedes. Yes, he was a long way from home, but the future needed him. There's more. John Russell's head swam. He felt incredibly drunk, despite not having touched a drop in hours. He vomited onto his feet. His bare feet. He stared for a moment. Something crossed out, processing his sick, flecked toenails, scanning up his bare shins, bare knees. He was completely naked. He looked up and met the eyes of a gorgeous blonde woman wearing a tight polymer-fibered tunic. The fabric that strained at the seams to contain her generous bosom was emblazoned with the phrase, "Matter Transference Operator." Then he passed out.
I love generous bosoms.
John Russell had crossed the gap in time. Only messages had passed before. Misspelled. Beofra. Ugh. But now, man. They needed him, now more than ever. Changing the past was no longer good enough. The instructions from the council had been clear. What to procure, what to construct from it, how to assemble it. So he made the machine, how to transport him bodily across time. And now he stood, there on the bridge of the starship Archimedes. Command of the vessel, because only he who had saved a president's life twice before could helm the knave crew to their destiny, the fate of the galaxy, and then he stops.
He knew it was junk, so he just threw it away.
Yep.
Lovely.
It was also heavily misspelled, so he might have been, like, drinking progressively as he wrote.
Oh, hey, puzzle.
Combination lock.
But
these are
so,
open.
To continue about Waco, basically, the cult, which was several hundred people strong, was starting to endanger children. And so the FBI decided to move in, and they started sieging the compound, and they tried to negotiate the cult to come out. But the cult fired on the FBI, although the cult says that the FBI fired first, which is entirely possible. And long story short, both sides started shooting the hell out of each other. Half the building got burned down. There were a whole bunch of dead people, and the FBI had a black eye for the rest of their, well, for many, many years. And I find that whole thing fascinating because one of my obsessions, I suppose, is seeing when law enforcement completely fucks up. It's not something I want to celebrate, but to me it's kind of interesting to see when law enforcement and anti-terrorism would have some severe problems and can't get anything done.
Okay, it looks like we have an inspection form that Dad filled out. Does the entire electrical system meet local codes? Yes. Wiring in-house is technically up to safety and amperage requirements, however, multiple layers of wiring have been added into structure over the last 100 years. System is frequently unpredictable. Lights blink out for no clear reason. Pressure on floorboards and door frames disrupt circuits wired directly behind the surface. Properly reworking the electrical system would be highly destructive to the walls, floor, and fixtures of the structure. After a discussion with Mr. Greenbrier, since there are no current safety concerns, issues will not be addressed. Great.
Interesting.
So, basically...
Michael's just trying the numbers 1024 on the file cabinet.
We haven't found it yet, dude.
Well, I know, but that's the date of the one thing, remember? October 24th?
Oh, yeah, let's... But will it work? Why am I going backwards? Nope.
Nope. Oh well. Okay, and Michael asks, why do I think my book will not sell? Because I have no self-confidence. It might sell. Honestly, to make myself feel better, I'll just read the scene of Tom Clancy writing a sex scene in one of his books. Because if anything will make me remember that I don't suck, it'll be that. Tom Clancy is very, very good at writing action scenes and talking about military technology. He is not very good at talking about two people having sex.
Alright,
And it was one of the most wonderful things I'd ever written ever read for all the wrong reasons.
So here's Dad's writing abode, and back here is more books.
Shit tons of books.
Shit tons of books. What's
I
this
wonder if
one?
there's like a secret door. Yeah, that one looks a little bright or pixelated or something. You can totally see that one of those shelves is gonna like slide open. Unless the game is not quite that cliche.
So it's a library back here. Magazine. Fresh. Oh, I can't turn it. It's true stories. I was a teenage drag queen. 90210. Does anybody still care?
Nope.
Male gaze. How to subvert it. You know how you subvert the male gaze? Made man. That's an empowered joke, by the way.
Shoebox. Is that booze?
No, it looks like Dad's second book.
Oh, what was the second book? Oh, wow, he really dug JFK.
Message from our future: saved the president's life once, but within the next 24 hours there will be another attempt and the lines of communication are down! Wait, there's...
Oh, there's something under it? Wow.
Found your porn stash!
Gentleman magazine. She's so hot.
Japan's bloody war on dolphins. Ladies in the ring, the women of wrestling. 1989. Moscow by night. Drugs, prostitution, and the mafia. The new rules of love.
Yeah, uncover that porn stash.
Gosh, Dad. Just gonna...
You're actually picking it back up? Ma, I would have left it on the floor, and that would have driven you nuts.
I apparently can't put that one back. So...
I guess put it at least on the bookshelf. Unless you
Trials
want to
and
leave it on the floor.
tribulations. Let's see. Well, that didn't work.
It sure didn't.
Rain on the windows. More books. What's this? Stranger under my roof.
Is that a step?
Best-selling-
Oh, it's a coming of age
Yeah.
delay?
Best-selling advice book for parents of teens. Teen years are fraught with change of all types: physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. These changes don't just affect your teen. Your teen's turbulent years are a challenge for parents as well. Maybe the biggest challenge you've yet faced since having children. This book holds insights into teens' behavior from the very beginning up to adulthood. Based on well-tested principles of pediatric psychology, herself a mother of 2 teenagers. She birthed teenagers. They came out of the womb teenagers.
Weird.
Prepare to gain new tools for establishing a productive, healthy, and loving dialogue with a stranger under your roof. Never had such a good conversation with my daughter. These simple tools can make all the difference in a relationship with your child. They're not a stranger, they're your fucking kid. They're so goddamn different, why weren't you paying attention?
Because... Oh! There's our code!
Yep. Dear Terrence, David asked me to write you regarding the reviews you've been submitting the last few months. Frankly, they're becoming more trouble than they're worth from an editing standpoint. There's a word limit. It's your job to stay under it, not mine to cut back to it. Even then, it's becoming harder and harder to weed out the tangents and non sequitur. It sounds like they're editing my writing.
Keep going.
Even then, it's becoming harder and harder to weed out the tangents and non sequiturs from the usable copy without heavy rewrites. The readers of Home Theater Aficionado want to hear about the quality and value of the hardware, not ruminations on your childhood. If it were up to me, I wouldn't be writing this letter. I'd just be cutting you loose. There's tons of guys half your age who would take half your rate to write stuff I could actually use. But David's known you for a long time, and he's the boss, so I'm giving you one more shot on his say-so. You should write him a nice note thanking him for his patience and generosity. Look through your old stuff and start submitting reviews like that again. Then everybody will be happy. Brent Kurtwood.
Interesting.
0451.
To your point about teenagers, I guess I'm a little biased in that. Not to bring too much of our personal business into public, but...
This is kind of a personal game, so, like, go ahead.
Well, no, I was just going to say that, like, you seem to have... Because of the way you were brought up and the mistakes your parents made, you have this us versus them mentality. And for whatever reason, I remember better about what it was like to be a teenager. And I know that I can understand the idea that a parent does not see their child as a teenager. Like, one day they seem to be a stranger, not necessarily because they weren't paying attention, but because the teenager wasn't talking. There were many times, at least in my history as a teenager, where there were things I wanted to tell my mom, or at least wanted to discuss as a son to parent, but I didn't have the ability to articulate it, or I was just too embarrassed to talk about it, or that kind of thing. So I can understand where that book can come from, because parents, I mean, that's a book for a parent who wants to know. That's for a book for a parent who wants to take an interest but doesn't know how to approach the subject.
My parents were too busy getting drunk with the neighbors.
Well, that's fair. I'm just saying, like, the book is not inherently bad, I don't think. I think it's actually noble if it's not a thing of bullshit. But, you know, I also had a mom who cared about me and didn't get drunk with the neighbors.
Yeah.
Nuked Piggy and Michael are discussing the USSR and whether it fell apart and history. So go ahead on with your thing while they're talking about
Dear
that.
Mr. Masson. That's the uncle. Please find and enclose your original document and a typed copy for your records. Attorneys at law? The notarized copy has been filed at our offices. Thank you for entrusting our firm with this important matter. Jeffrey Wise. I, Oscar Masson, possessing full competence of mind and memory, and after full survey of valued items to my name, do hereby declare this document my last will and testament. It's Uncle's last will. The following shall hold true upon my passing. I declare that I am a lifelong resident of Boone County, that I am unmarried, and I have no children. I declare that I have no outstanding debts to my name and to any creditors living or dead. I do hereby bequeath every item of value which I may die possessed, including the dwelling and surrounding acres located at Arbor Hill, as well as any and all personal property and money accounts to my nephew, Terrence L. Greenbrier, Jr. of Ellis County. In the event that said Terrence L. Greenbrier, Jr. should predecease me, then and in such event, the bequest to him shall fall, and the same is bequeathed to his children as ordered by age and competence as stewards of the estate. I subscribe my name to this will this 13th day of August, 1973. Signed, Oscar Masson. And written in longhand. That is some very scripty writing.
I've discussed the fact that I probably need to write a will. I'm old enough. It needs to sort of happen. That's the kind of thing you don't think about when you're in your 20s and 30s.
I think about it all the time because, like,
you think about it all the time?
What if I die in an accident?
Well, then write a will. We can write our wills together.
Ah, this is how you relationship. Joint will writing.
And then you shoot each other in the face to make sure the wills work.
Yep.
Bah, you were not raised in a barn. You are closing your doors behind you. You know,
Yeah, but I'm leaving the lights on.
I just realized there's a pillow fort. And I know we talked about it, but it's like, why would there be a pillow fort if something untoward did not happen?
Yeah.
Like, you don't leave your pillow forts and pizza boxes and soda cans just hanging around.
We did.
Well, we do, but we're also
No,
slobs.
my family.
Oh.
Like,
maybe.
this place feels lived in.
No, I know, but what
me.
I'm saying is I'm wondering if something really bad happened and they had to get out in a hurry.
This one's bleeding, so it's hung up weird. We have an eraser, a bunch of coupons.
Kayla
Save.
says he may need to write up a will too. Yeah, it's just one of those things that, like, the universe can kill us in an instant if we, if we roll the wrong dice. Just other
Mom's a
people who
coupon
run
flipper.
over us, that kind of thing. So you never know. I mean, you can be the spitting image of health and still die in a horrible manner out of nowhere. So
Pamphlet.
a will is probably
Department
good.
of Agriculture. This would be for Mom since she's a conservationist.
New
Put that back.
Piggy says he has no legal friends. I don't know exactly what that means. See if they have any friends in Ohio. I have legal friends. What? I'm kind of confused.
Oh, you need a lawyer to write up a last will now.
Oh. Legal friends, is that right? Okay, I get it.
What's in here? Oh, the power's out on one half of the room.
Do you need a lawyer, or do you just is it preferred so
I think
it
you
doesn't
just-
get interpreted wrong?
It's preferred, I think. Oh, come.
Where are you? What is that?
It's the record collection.
Holy shit! This dude was loaded with cool stuff. See if he has any Beach Boys on there.
Dave Brubeck Quartet. I don't think I can pick anything out, unfortunately. And more books. A lot more books. A lot of books. Bunch of books. And a bar.
Any booze back there? Could use some Jack
You
Daniels.
bet your fucking ass there's
Hells
booze.
yeah!
Irish whiskey distilled in Ireland.
That's the good shit. You just threw it on the
I
ground.
did. There's
Chunk.
shot
Oh, there's nothing in the
glasses.
wine case. Oh well, that's fine. I'm not a big fan of wine anyway.
That's- What's this? What's this? What's this? In the light. In the light. Vodka, triple distilled, product of Russia. Distilled from grain. Government warning. According to the Surgeon General, women should not drink alcoholic beverages during pregnancy. Don't drink when you're pregnant because of the risk of birth defects. Your baby will get... What is that?
Fetal alcohol syndrome?
Fast.
Kayla, for some reason I thought you were going for the word fat there and then mispronounced it, and it took me a second. Kayla says the Beach Boys are a guilty pleasure of his. I kind of like the Beach Boys, but they're overplayed to me, especially at Walmart, because they play like 8 songs of theirs
Oh, they're playing the
constantly on a
Beach
loop.
Boys now? Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
they're playing all their hits, but there's only like 2 songs of theirs that don't drive me up a wall now.
Oh, it's Dad's second book again.
Not because I dislike the Beach Boys, but just because I long since reached the saturation point on them.
Dear Mr. Greenbrier, I write to inform you that unfortunately Mercury Books will be unable to publish your follow-up to The Accidental Paria. Despite the low sales of The Accidental Savior, we went ahead with publication of the second book in hopes of John Russell's series catching on. However, sales of the second book have in fact been lower than those of the first, and so our stewardship of the series must end here. It has been a pleasure working as your publisher, and we wish you and John Russell the best in your future endeavors.
Oh, God, that hurts my everything.
That explains why all the booze is gone.
And explains why he has so many copies of the book still.
Yeah. More records. And our
And Again, I feel like that's exactly what's going to happen to me, even if it does succeed.
Oh, this is nice.
It is.
How I always knew that someday we'd be
It
through.
got slightly less nice.
Now that it's
What's this?
happened, I just can't believe it's true. I've done the best I could to keep from feeling blue.
Gotta read it for the fans and me. I can't read it from this distance.
Directions below are two
Hold on,
stories.
TheAkamura forgot this was a show. She read it, gave a slow turn look to me with these shining eyes, a shit-eating grin, and then started giggling. That does not help the show.
I know. The events are all out of order. Get a sheet of lined paper. Write reproductive system worksheet number 6 at the top. Then choose one of the two stories, A or B, and rewrite it. Begin with the top.
I left my trunk in town.
I got a need for you.
You're distracting, sorry. But, begin with the title and your name. Find a
Oh shit.
topic sentence. Pyro just tried to kill himself.
That would have
Not
been really
but-
bad. I would have fallen directly into the fan. Okay, go ahead.
Ow. But, begin with the title and your name. Find a topic sentence to begin your paragraph. Put the sentences in chronological order. Make sure the last sentence is a good concluding statement. A. The menstrual cycle. It travels through the fallopian tube. The ovary releases the ovum. About 2 weeks later, since the lining of the uterus is not needed for a pregnancy, it comes out through the vagina. It is incredible how the female body knows how to prepare for pregnancy. Incredible! Who would have thought? Evolution!
There's a reason this
Biology!
is a mature stream.
If the egg doesn't meet a sperm, it dissolves. While the ovum is developing, the lining of the uterus is getting thick and soft. We never got sex ed this comprehensive
Oh,
ever.
fuck me. I didn't get any sex ed when I was in school.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sex
God,
ed
that
for
must
us
have
was-
sounded great on the recording.
The next one is about sperm produced in the testicles, but like we basically learned don't have sex until you're married.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we learned. We pretty much learned don't have sex until you're married or everything is going to break down and fall off.
Samantha Greenbrier, The Menstrual Cycle, a novella. The early morning
A
of
novella?
September 1st, 1939. Essa Glatz stares at the window of the train as it travels from Vienna back to her home village of Walium in Poland. As the train rumbles along and the sun rises over the countryside, she can only think of her dear Borislav, the boy she is engaged to wed. Meanwhile, deep within her guts, an ovum starts to develop. Essa's train approaches its destination. Her heart races. The lining of the uterus is getting thick and soft. As Essa steps off the train, her eyes dart quickly across the gathered crowd. Then, there, her dear Boris, still in his baker's smock. He must have dropped his early morning duties at his father's shop to come meet her. Her heart skips a beat. The ovary releases the ovum. It travels through the fallopian tube. Over the wheezing of the steam engines, a deep hum grows. It's coming from the sky. Dark shadows pass over the station. A whistling sound. Essa, her thoughts only a second faster than the bombs, reaches out toward her dear Boris across the crowd. Their eyes lock, and the moment freezes. The flash and smoke envelops him almost instantly. In the assault by German forces, almost 75% of the people in her hometown are killed. The rest, including Essa and for a time Borislav, huddle in a half-destroyed church. He is blind. His legs are missing, bandaged with torn bed sheets. Essa's egg will not be meeting a sperm. It dissolves. About 2 weeks later, Boris loses his grip on life. Essa has given up on her rations to keep Boris alive, but in the end, nothing can save him. Since the lining of the uterus is not needed for pregnancy, it comes out through the vagina. Essa vows to survive. She sets off to join the Polish resistance as a daring spy and saboteur. Another ovum starts to develop in one of the ovaries and the process begins again. It is incredible how the female body knows how to prepare for pregnancy.
And the teacher writes, "See me." Who wrote that? Was that Katie or was
That
that
was Sam.
I like Sam.
Michael wants me to read faster, but
You picked up the pace.
Psh.
It's fine. You're fine.
it's suspenseful reading,
I know.
douchebags.
I was saying
history.
he seconded that.
Douchebags. Hey, look, it's the world history book that we all got. And another coaster. Hey,
That makes me want to...
Fuck.
That makes me want to read the Tom Clancy sex scene now.
Fuck.
I'll have to save that for... Is
Good
that
enough.
Dr. Pepper?
It's a...
Dr. Jitters? Oh, God.
You know what? You know what? You know...
Dr. Jitters is just a can full of caffeine pills.
Yep. Pretty much. Okay.
Oh, wait, we're still in the record room? Holy crap,
Yeah.
we've been here for like 10 minutes.
You forgot we were in the record room. What's in here?
Yes. A very dark room.
Corpse. Not really. Letter. Samantha, please give this to your mother. Janice, thank you for having Danny over to your new home. He has missed having his friend Samantha in the neighborhood very much. Danny asked if he could lend Samantha his Nintendo Street Fighting tape, and I gave my permission. He needs to spend less time with those games anyway. No hurry returning it. Let Samantha know that she is welcome back to our house to visit any time. Oh.
A Nintendo Street Fighting
When you
tape.
live in one place your whole life, your next door neighbor is kind of like your default friend. And Daniel only got weirder over the years. So moving away has been a good excuse to, like, not see him anymore. But he did always have the good Nintendo games. Maybe I'll give him a call.
So,
Interesting.
the presence of having good Nintendo games gets you dates? Where were these ladies when I was in school?
Not dates, but like friends.
Oh.
Companionship.
Well, never mind then.
Okay. So that was basically the only thing in there, aside from more copies of Dad's book.
We've pretty much circled the entire lower floor, haven't we?
Not quite yet.
Oh.
Like, there's the TV room there. So we're like steadily... And this is only one half of the house, mind you. Like... Apparently E is the button to do the thing, too. There we go. Here's where we are.
Oh, cool. Oh, the map auto updates itself?
Yep.
Interesting.
Lip balm. What's this? Katie, please tell Mom and Dad. Sorry about the stuff that's missing. Sam. There's stuff that's missing. More coupons.
NP suggests friends with benefits to my earlier rant. That would be nice. I'd like to have a friend with benefit who just plays
Hey,
Nintendo games with me all day.
So if you wanted to come over to my house still this afternoon, that would be cool. I can drive. It's kind of far, but I can drive you home so hopefully that's fine. Right back and leave this in my locker if you still want to, and if we can meet in the parking lot after 6. Yeah, I am totally in. See you there. Then I'm gonna kick your butt. Get ready. Wrong usage of your.
And she's Hadoukening.
And a Hadouken.
Yeah.
So, Sam apparently struck up a
So you know
friendship.
what they say about the best laid plans of mice and men? Yeah, turns out it applies to Street Fighter too. At least I worked up the courage to walk into the 7-Eleven and ask for a turn, but all that practice at home did not exactly translate in the wild. So after I was finished getting my butt kicked, I followed them outside while they smoked. And that was when she asked me if I was that psycho house girl. But then she said she's always really wanted to see the psycho house. Her name is Lonnie. She's coming over tomorrow.
So, Lonnie's apparently coming over tomorrow. Katie, please, whatever you found, don't tell Mom and Dad. After she tells us, tell Mom and Dad. Or unless she crumpled that up and then... Okay. So, Lonnie was apparently coming over... October 4th. Interesting. This door is locked.
Looks like we're going back there in a while.
Alright, so if I'm right, then that's the entire left half of the house. So let's continue on to the second half. How's everybody doing?
Everyone's doing pretty good. Michael is talking about he can't wait for October because he gets to watch Season 6 of The Vampire Diaries. And Nuked Piggy is feeling paranoid about what happened to Sam and her friend. Who was her friend's name?
Lonnie.
Lonnie.
Also, the basement is locked. What's through? The store
So
is
upstairs then?
also locked. Yep, looks like it. And there's apparently something in the attic.
This is a big ass house, man.
With a lot of torn wallpaper. Light on. Huh. Floors.
If Zuggs was here, I'd ask her to research how high a step is, and then we could get a scale for how big the house is, because you just went up some stairs.
Yeah, controlled burn scheduled for Boone County. Plumes of smoke will rise above the northern region of Boone County over the better part of next week. Part of a forestry service run. Forester crews have been preparing the area for months. Burn operation will take place at 8 p.m. and 5 p.m. 8 a.m. Wednesday, possibly into Thursday, depending on speed of progress, according to the Forester Service. In addition to removing dead and overgrown vegetation that can lead to wildfires in drier months, the operation will serve as a valuable training tool for the forestry and firefighting personnel involved, says senior conservationist Janice Greenbrier, which is highlighted. Smoke will likely linger in the area through the following weekend. So Mom was doing a controlled burn.
So what is Mom doing then? What is
Mom
Mom's
is
job?
a conservationist.
I
She's
see.
basically a forest ranger.
Oh, okay.
And that'll be
In the chat,
October
Kalo
1st,
says he's got
1984.
a feeling that the game is taking us around the bend. Yeah, so some sort of shoe is about to drop. I can feel it.
caution radiation area.
Probably just some silly sign on Sam's room.
Personal calendar. Monday.
Whose handwriting is that?
Whoever's handwriting it is awful. Monday, couples. Not counseling, but I don't know what that word is. Brunching? I don't know. Cooking class, take apron. Ballroom dancing crossed off.
Must be Mom.
Cooking class.
I doubt that's Sam's.
couples. Yeah, cooking class, ballroom dancing. Cooking class, ballroom dancing. Cook the big meal for Terry and Sam. So, Mom's been going to say something for couples something. Notice of temporary personnel transfer. Bruce Pendleton, head of personnel, State Forestry. To aid in the upcoming prescribed burn operation, a ranger with expertise in the procedure is being transferred to the station at Flintlock National Forest effective September 2nd, 1994. Please see attached personnel file. The overseeing officer at Flintlock Forestry Station, Senior Conservationist Janice Greenbrier, is charged with the supervision of transferred personnel. The duration of transfer will be based upon performance evaluation as well as recommendation of overseeing officer. So Mom's transferring some dude to help with the burn.
Nuked Piggy asks, what's the ultimate goal here? This is basically a mystery game. We came
Yeah.
home, we are Katie, and
Our
our family is
family
just
is
gone.
gone.
And we're just trying to figure out what the hell's going on.
Batmobile,
Bratmobile?
potty mouth. For Sam. Oh, it pops open. Sweet.
But it's empty.
Love
oh,
thing. S-tab. Cherry bomb. Throwaway. Product. Some special.
that was a clever use of the physics of the game.
Fuck your fans. Polaroid baby. Panic. Bitch theme. Richard. Cool schmool. How did you write it? Oh, you stuck it in there. You're gonna love this one, it says.
It's weird hanging out with girls. Daniel was around ever since I was little, and other girls? I don't know. But being around Lonnie is like instantly just right. I gave her the grand Psycho House tour and took my revenge on Super Nintendo. And it was like, I don't know, I finally found someone I feel normal around. I drove her home and she gave me this tape and said, "You have got to listen to this." I haven't stopped playing it since.
Right.
And Michael is asking what exactly is going on. Right
We
now,
don't
we're mostly
know.
just trying to get background information because
Sam, stop leaving every damn light in the house on. You're as bad as your sister. Daniel called. Daniel called again. He wants his Nintendo game back. Reads sternly worded letter. You were saying a thing? Continue.
Oh, just Michael's asking what's going on, and I'm saying that basically the ultimate goal is to figure out what happened to the family. Right now we're just mainly getting background information on who these people are. And we are getting the information, so I have a feeling another shoe's going to be dropping probably soon.
This is apparently from Sam. To whom it may concern, I, Samantha Greenbrier, am 17 years old and am therefore an independent, fully functional human being. The fact that you still forbid me from going into the city on my own is frankly absurd. Compare with Katie, who is only three years older than me, and yet you allowed her to go all the way across an ocean to another continent on her own. I just want to spend an evening in a normal, totally safe city on my own like a human being, and since you may also remember that I have my own car, now you can't really stop me. Warmest regards, your daughter Samantha.
Nice. You must relate to that awfully well.
Not really.
Really?
Like, I never really asked my parents for anything because I knew they would say no. That was the kind of situation. I never did anything as a kid, really.
I see. Where are you? Is that your room or Sam's?
I am in Sam's room, apparently, and she left the TV on, damn it.
So that's what I'm saying.
And
Everybody
her
left
stuff
in a
is
goddamn
missing, too.
hurry. Adventurous the cat.
Returns.
It looks like Sonic the Hedgehog had a... Can I just say... Wait, pick that back up again. That is a very well-rendered Super Nintendo cartridge.
It is.
Even down to the number of the lines on the... Whoa. And the copyright warning on the back. And it had... Yeah, like, that's where the copyright was. And then they have the new shape of the cartridge. Like, do you see how the cartridge spin it to the front? You see how it has that kind of slope in the dead center at the bottom there?
Yeah.
Like, when the Super Nintendo was built, it had... The cartridge actually just had a little hole there. And you were supposed to hit the eject button on the console to pop it. But too many people were just ripping their cartridges out and breaking stuff, so Nintendo started redesigning the cartridges like that, so they could just be pulled out of the system without having to hit the eject button.
Oh, there's a thing
The
under
fact
here.
that they rendered all of that is
Chun-Li
awesome.
moves. Fireball plus punch. Lightning kick. Kick. Helicopter kick. Hold
Holy
down,
shit,
up,
all that
and
shit's
kick.
accurate too.
Air stomp. Down
High kick.
while jumping.
High kick and
mid-kick.
medium kick. Wow, this whole shit is very well researched too. There was a lot of love that was put into this game. Oh, is that another game in there? Yeah. Fuck
what's
that Magic Eye bullshit. I think there was another game in the right thing.
Stare.
Pain.
Yeah.
Is that a game in there?
Super Spitfire.
Super Spitfire. Adorable.
And another one. Journey of Crystal.
I would totally play Journey of Crystal.
So would I. I would play the fuck out of Journey of Crystal.
I want to play Journey of Crystal now.
Pillows.
Pillows. Oh, you found a thing.
Hi, Lonnie. I wrote this in first period and left it in your locker on the way to second. If it's what all the cool kids are doing, I've decided. Write me back. Also, here's an idea for something to draw. 2 cats on a motorcycle. Hey, this is a good idea. What all the cool kids are actually doing is sending each other pages in their beepers. But we're cooler than them because guess what? They can't put this on a beeper. 2 cats on a motorcycle with an alien in the background in the desert.
Bah.
Your drawing of cats was so good that I've added a background to make it even better. Maybe I should just stick to writing, though. I like it. How did you know they were about to be abducted by aliens? Looking at Mr. Fish right now. I feel like he would probably have lots of cats. Also, like, his secret shame is that he watches... I can't read that properly. But he watches
Oslo?
He watches it religiously, apparently. I'll ask him about it after class. He said he doesn't have cats and also that he's never watched Goslow, I guess, but I could see in his eyes he was lying. Lady friends. Okay, we're back, and it was
Is it all the way
apparently...
up?
Yeah, it's all the way up.
La la la. There it is. Jeez.
It was apparently 90210.
I've been very quiet.
Alright, what is this?
Oh, 90210. Okay, that was okay.
Haven't had that much to drink, Jodie Foster. How many fingers am I holding up? You better not have been reading my secret diary again. Here you go, Mitten. Have some pate. Gross. Meow.
Did you ever do that in school?
No, I didn't
I
have
didn't
magazines in
either.
school. I was busy doodling eyeballs because I was
Oh, you have a
afraid.
combination. See if it's 90210. Oh, it's only
No,
four
it's
numbers.
four.
Never mind.
There's a
We will
cup
figure it out.
and some shirt and some underwear
Some shirt.
and some... I want to believe. Remember that
X-Files.
shit? K-Sync. Sonic 101.7.
Try that. 1017.
It's the...
I know. Just try it. Nope.
Nope. Highlighter.
Ah. Creepy.
Exclusive AIDS in Africa. Soul Asylum Live. Eddie Vedder. Weezer. Veruca Salt wants it now. Max and Martine wanted for the murder of Straight Edge. Oh yeah, that was... It was
So,
the 90s when the
Sam's a
Straight
hipster?
Edge movement peaked, wasn't it?
I don't mind the straight edge movement. I just hate the people who hold it over everyone else's heads.
She's got a pirate flag. Grab Steggy? Stelly?
Bah!
Steggy. Put back. It's Steggy.
It's sticky.
Pillow.
But, yeah, like, I mean, everyone knows I'm a big WWE fan. And, whoa.
This is the one me and my dad are building. Want to go for a ride when it's done? That must be from Lonnie.
That's cool. But, like, CM Punk, former wrestler, was huge into straight edge. Or he is a straight edge guy, but he uses that as his gimmick. And when he's being a dick, then he's, you know, he uses being straight edge as a way to be superior to everybody else. And I hate that attitude in real life.
Yeah.
It's
That's-
hilariously amusing when it's a character,
Yeah.
but in
That's
real life it's
a
annoying.
painting of Ophelia.
I'm all like
Good
usual
fellow.
with everything. Just be your own goddamn self. If you're straight edge, just be straight edge.
Oh,
Don't make everybody
wow.
else do it.
Classics. Emma.
Classics?
Oliver Twist. Tom
I
Sawyer.
have
Ben
read none of
Hur,
those.
Jungle Book. Neither have I. Selected stories and poems.
But you're the smart and
Virginians.
cultured one. You
That does... I'm not smart or cultured or... I'm not well read.
ah.
The Call of the Wild. Master of Ballantine. The War of the Worlds. The Scarlet Pimpernel. Metamorphosis. Frankenstein. Oh, Kafka. Yeah, Scarlet Pimpernel. Did you know he was technically the first superhero? Masked superhero?
I did not know that. That's really cool. That is a book I want to read. I think I sort of remember his.
Clipping. Sam, I think the creative writing track would be perfect for you, Miss Blalock.
Okay, hold up. I saw the 1995 on the front of that. Nuked Piggy thinks that 1995 might be the combination of the locker. I doubt it, but give it a shot.
Yeah, I doubt it too. I kind of don't want to put in every other goddamn number.
I know. Just give it a shot.
But it's your Let's Play too. Nope.
Yeah, exactly. It's their Let's Play too.
Alright.
And Michael's asking for the 1024 again, but I don't think
Man,
that'll
Sam
work.
had this in like 4th grade.
Whoa, there's a note under there.
Yeah, but I'm too busy marveling at the Lisa Frank bullshit. Book. Holy Bible.
Another one?
Yeah, multiple families have multiple Bibles. Is that a...
Yeah, but
A collar. Mitten.
mitten.
1888 Dry Creek Road.
Got your
Okay.
number?
Are you going to dance with anyone? Oh yeah, this was that stupid game where you would like...
Wait, that's
see
a
which-
real. That's a real board game.
It's a knockoff of a real board game, yes.
Wow.
King's Labyrinth, Chapter 2. Frank's... Hey, it's Captain Allegra again. Still in her flowing skirt and sturdy jerkin descended the single shining thread into the lower cavern of the labyrinth. She and the first maid, on their own now, grew closer to their goal. Hang on, guys. Shit. My
Yeah, I know. It's hard
throat
to.
is dry.
It's hard to carry the show, isn't it?
She and the first
Do you
maid.
need a drink?
Yes.
Give me your glass. This is how we do things on PyroFalkon, whatever.
Anyway, On their own now, grew closer to their goal, the throne room of the dead immortal king of the island. The first mate slid down the line onto the stone floor. She swept chalky bone dust from the front of her canvas trousers and looked up at Allegra. The silken thread, nigh unbreakable thanks to the enchanted moss that inhabited the island, trailed behind, leading half their way back to the entrance. From further into the labyrinth, a moaning began to echo. The moaning grew louder and clearer. It turned to the words from some ancient language they could not understand. The king's cursed voice. The hairs on Captain Allegra's arms stood on end. She looked back at the first mate, whose eyes remained locked onto the blackness of the passage for a moment too long before noticing the captain's gaze. The first mate nodded silently ahead. Thank you. Oh, it's that pineapple juice stuff.
Yes. I'm sorry? I thought you
No.
liked it.
You're fine. I like it. I just wasn't expecting it.
Oh, my bad.
Following the king's ghostly song deeper and deeper into the labyrinth, they came upon a rocky gap spelling forth otherworldly blue light. The great basin of the dead king's throne room lay below. Skeletal in rotted robes, the king was hunched over the blue orb topping his royal scepter. Shadows of his bony fingers danced on the walls like ghouls. As he sang, wailing souls flowed one by one in through the cracks of the cave wall, pulled into the orb, causing it to glow brighter and brighter. Behind the king, a long staircase hewn from rock led down into the chamber from a passage at the top. Allegra said, "We have the advantage in numbers. I will draw his attention, and then you," but the first mate interrupted. "No, I am smaller and quicker, and you know of dealing with mystic energies like these. I will circle to the other side, get the king's attention, and lead him on a merry chase." She held up the silk line. "All traced by this invincible thread, of course." Allegra said, "It's a good plan, but perhaps we should go together." First mate shook her head. "You know this is our best chance. Don't be afraid for me." They grasped hands and exchanged 3 tight squeezes, their palms growing warm. The first mate tied the shining thread to the belt of her trousers, gave a quick salute and a wink, and dashed off. Allegra waited, staring vigilantly across at the top of the stairs where the first mate was to appear. The king continued his, "Wait, no, no!" Singing stopped. The king turned and began walking up the stairs. Allegra wanted to call out, to do anything to stop the first mate from running headfirst into danger. She tried tugging on the line to signal her. No use. The king was nearly at the top of the stairs when the first mate burst through the passageway. She skidded to a stop, even from across the yawning basin. Allegra could see the first mate's eyes grow wide. She turned and ran. Summoning his undead power, the king left the ground, levitating, gliding behind her with distressing speed. From some dank passage much too far away, Allegra heard the first mate's scream. She was already running toward the sound. The line in Allegra's hand went taut, then shuddered. It fell slack to the stone floor. As Allegra ran, she was gathering line, twisting it all around her arm. She came to its end. The unbreakable thread, dangling limply, its end shredded and frayed in her hand. She tossed it to the ground and ran.
Yay? Although that didn't really accomplish anything.
Yeah, it... Oh,
So, apparently
Sam
Sam is a half-decent rider.
yeah. A plaque.
Ah.
That's cute.
Two Stupid Dogs reference.
1888.
The old address, right?
Nope. No, I think it's the year the pet died or something.
In 1888?
No, not 1888, maybe. Yeah, that would be the old address. I'm losing my goddamn mind. Like, dates.
Good lord, that is one old-ass
Sean
cat.
does not know how to date. Oh, hey, a tape.
We're so cool, yeah, yeah. Yeah, we're so cool, cool. We're so cool, yeah, yeah.
What's in the binder?
Fuck you,
Have we
too.
looked?
Cool, schmuck.
Nothing to sign with.
Whoa.
I don't want to sit around and talk about the
Ugh.
podcast.
The singing ruined it. Like, I was kind of digging the music, and then as soon as the singer opened her mouth, it was ruined. It's,
Apparently Sam's room is a corner room. Danger. Wear goggles and rubber gloves when handling anything.
wait,
in this
what?
room. Like,
Oh, okay.
Like,
Yeah,
here, let me bring
apparently
it
so.
back.
I didn't notice that.
Oh, I forgot to check the... Yolanda DeSoto. Incident number 83212. Teacher Mr. Benchley. Mr. Benchley observed Miss DeSoto wearing a t-shirt with an unacceptable image on the front, a large beer can labeled Pabst Blue Ribbon. Miss DeSoto was sent to the guidance counselor's office. Miss DeSoto was given the option to turn her shirt inside out, change into a shirt from her gym locker, or be suspended for the rest of the day. Miss DeSoto chose suspension. Her father was called, but there was no answer and no answering machine. Miss DeSoto must return this form tomorrow, signed by her father. Mr. Signature. Oh, it's Lonnie. That's Lonnie, and her dad never signed it. And there's another can of Dr. Jitters.
Interesting.
Jesus, your goddamn system's loud.
Michael says the game is giving him the creeps. Especially since we don't know exactly what's going on yet.
Bratmobile, cool schmool. Oh, this is the one that ad says, gone home. Don't know who that is.
Ad is a fan of mine, but the Steam overlay won't appear on the stream.
Okay. Just stick that there.
So yeah, we'll just have to sort of ignore the Steam overlay if it comes up. I'll catch up to what Ad is saying later.
Okay. Hey, Sam, do you want to see Pulp Fiction after school at the Coliseum? It came out last weekend and Todd won't shut up about it, so either it's good or we can make fun of him for liking it. My mom is supposed to cook dinner for us tonight for a change, but I can just ditch on it probably. What time? Also, isn't that movie supposed to be really violent? Am I going to barf? I
Are
wanted
they
to barf.
basically just exchanging notes by exchanging the same piece of paper back and
Yeah,
forth?
didn't you ever do that?
No, I didn't. Nobody ever spoke to me because I was the outcast nerd.
Yeah. My friends and I had a book that we would exchange where we did that, and then a teacher took it, read all of our swears, and suspended us all.
Ah.
My mom is supposed to cook dinner. I already read that one. According to Todd, it is pretty hardcore. I guess Uma Thurman gets stabbed in the heart with a heroin needle, so that's kind of hilarious. Also, something about cheeseburgers. It's important. Is important. Todd wants to see it again. 7:15, okay? Don't barf. All right, see you then. And
Barfing cheeseburger?
Yes, it's a barfing cheeseburger.
Bah, that's adorable.
What's in here? Oh, it's another bathroom.
That's good.
Bandards.
Bandards?
Toothpaste. Cinnamon. Ugh. Nail polish.
Nailed
it. Feeling blue.
Adorable. You are making just a total mockery of the bathroom, aren't you?
It's a bathroom. That's a lot of butt tissue. And a tampon. For when the lining of your uterus escapes through the vagina. And an emery board?
Here at PyroFalkon's Let's Play Extravaganza, it's your gross sexual education too.
It's your period too. Oh my god, what the fuck?
Well, it's our period too.
Oh, it's red hair dye.
We think.
Lonnie brought her hair dye over today. She said, I need to fix these roots. Think you could help? Dyeing hair is weirdly intimate. I don't know if I've touched someone else's scalp before. It's pretty intimate, right? It felt intimate. We looked into the mirror together after, and I expected her to say something about how it looked crappy, or good, or whatever. But that's when she said, "You're so beautiful." And she was looking at me. Right in that moment, I wanted to say something, but I waited. And the moment was gone.
Go open the broken one and see if you can peer through the cracks or grab something. It just seems too convenient.
Towels, it looks like. Yeah, towels. So, I'm getting vibes that Lonnie and Sam weren't just friends. It's a lot of...
That could be.
Yeah. That could explain why whatever's happening is happening, because, like, homosexuality, being gay wasn't really a thing that was...
Yeah. Kalo says,
accepted.
could you just imagine this game having a third-person camera? I think that would actually ruin it.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not ruin it, but it would remove a little bit of the tension.
Yeah, and I
'Cause-
keep swiveling around. It's probably making everybody sick. And this is... I like the light switches.
Kayla wants me to grab your knee for the lulls.
Eat a dick, Kalo. For the lulls, of course. Clothes.
If I wasn't feeling
Remember
like
when
garbage,
everyone
I might
had
think about
jeans?
it. Not just jeans, acid wash changed.
I want those jeans. I like jeans. Jeans
I
are-
know, you've never seen me wearing jeans.
Oh, barf. It's
Hooray,
a
condom. Anyway, yeah, I haven't worn jeans since I was in, I think, junior year of high school.
Mom's purse. Maybe
Oh,
there's some
that's why it was
dimes
oh
in there.
barf. That's the parents' room. I see.
Just take their condom and screw with it. Postcard.
I was gonna say a condom isn't gross by itself.
Yeah, and it's the Big Ben. Dear Mom and Dad and Sam, I am in the Channel. This is my second passage through the Channel. I am on my way back from London, this time going to Brussels, Belgium. Sorry I didn't write you on the way to London, but I was too excited about the Channel. London was great. Dad, I know of you have always wanted to visit, and I think you really should. You'd love it. If you all wanted to come back here as a family sometime, I guess I could be convinced. Love you all, Katie. I'm gonna get some bullshit about that accent real soon, I feel. Another Bible.
So that's what I'm saying. They're
So-
showing up to. Wait, what's the little thing in there?
Business card. Unknown dimension literature. Kaz. Communication must become total and conscious before we can stop it. So it must be something Dad had.
Indeed so.
This was apparently a very Christian family. Explain. And clothes are tossed.
Now, if it was a very Christian family, they wouldn't be using condoms.
That is true.
See, do you see this is the third place in the house that the DVD slash laserdisc player slash whatever has been ripped out?
Interesting.
3 places you can't view any of the TVs and you can't check any of the recordings.
Yeah.
That's
Butch
a little
Cassidy
creepy.
in Sundance Kid and the Fugitive. All the President's Men.
Michael is demanding the condom.
What?
I don't know. But he really wants the condom.
You're like 15. You don't need it.
Well,
That's what your hand is for. Wait till marriage. Like in sex ed. Whoa, let's not bump the mic. Inside Edition, May 24th. The Sound of Music. Oh, this must be Mom's stuff because it's in her script. And over here, Silence of the Lambs, Bridge on the River Kwai. Yeah, the TV's not functioning without the VCR. Oh, this is cool. Wouldn't you like to have a ceiling like this?
probably.
Just stare out at the rain.
Oh yeah, that would be awesome.
And then the crazy dude looking at you from inside your...
And if it's not raining, you can see the stars. That'd be pretty sweet.
It's... Aw, Mitten.
Mitten.
Apparently Mitten was
The cat
the
who died in 1888.
Mortal cat. Drawers.
You are just ransacking your parents' drawers, aren't you?
I didn't ransack shit. It was already ransacked when I came in. Read letter. Dear Jan, oh honey, let me tell you, I understand how you feel. Bob and I have had our downsides. Our down periods. It's become a way of life, actually. You get used to each other, you live your own lives in the same house, the kids grow up, they go away. Sorry, this isn't helping, is it? Don't worry. Terry will get over whatever's distracting him. Things will go back to normal. And as far as Sam being distant, that's a teenager for you. Nothing to worry about. In the meantime, though, this controlled burn, that sounds like quite the adventure, but let's get to that, cut to the chase. This new ranger that they sent, that's what I want to hear about. Ranger Rick, you have to be kidding me. It's too perfect. You have to tell me everything. And send pictures. I want the whole package. Wait, that sounded wrong. Keep your chin up until Terry is out of his slump, and in the meantime, write more letters to your old friend Carol. She adores them.
Interesting.
So there's something going on with the new ranger. And Terry's in a funk because his book's not selling. He's not telling his wife dick. Babbies.
Babbies.
Light.
Evil babbies.
Babbies are evil. There's 3-ring binder. Hang on, what's that? Bookmark. Source of literature since 1933. Whoa. Take your time. I'm glad to have it. In good hands. Rick.
Ranger Rick.
Walt Whitman, Leaves of Grass. And whoa. Collection of poems was first released in this form in 1892, but not before it was banned on grounds of obscenity. He died only 2 months after its release.
That sucks.
So, Ranger Rick...
If my book does actually take off, I hope I don't die instantly before I get to enjoy it.
Yeah, it's... Ranger Rick is lending Carol poetry books, which she is hiding under the bed.
That smells like something illicit.
Boxes. Yeah. And Dad is looking for new people to take his book, looks like. Watercolor technique for florals and still lifes. So Mom was going to a couples thing and then she stopped for some reason. Where's the light switch? There we go. Shaving cream.
This seems like the opposite kind of nuclear family as a 90s sitcom, you know?
Yeah. Oh, this is a little...
Never got into 90s
Bathtub.
sitcoms.
Ugh. After the honeymoon, rediscovering your spouse. So, Mom and Dad are having marriage problems.
Also 90s sitcom.
Sam is having lesbian feels. And in the whole time I was in Europe. And since you guys are being douches to each other.
There's an episode. I'll tell you, one of the 90s sitcoms that drove me the most nuts was Home Improvement. I couldn't stand that show.
I think the toothbrushes disappeared in... Nope.
What
I'm
did you
apparently
think?
not allowed to put them under the, the bath.
What did you ever watch Home Improvement?
I did. I hated it so much. My mom would always put it on, because for some reason Tim Allen was the comedic shit.
Yeah.
Just, ugh.
Yeah, the whole, like, I don't know, the entire premise of Home Improvement bothered me. And it's one of those comedies that, like, maybe at the time it was kind of interesting, but it did not, like, age well at all. Like, if you watch a Home Improvement episode by today's standards, all you will do is shake your head and ask yourself what the hell you were thinking.
Hell is Sam's darkroom. Do not enter if red lights are on. What's this? Katie, Mom and Dad were going to make up the guest room for you to stay in over the summer, but you came home on such short notice that they weren't around to do it. You can use my room if you want. I won't be needing it anymore. What? Sam ran away?
Tink says she loved Home Improvement. To each their own. I'm not, like, trying to diss anyone who liked it. Just, you know, I was not a fan.
Samantha Greenbrier, Ghost Hunter Journal. August 31st, 1994. A tall shadow in the upstairs hall. Went around the corner, no one was there. How tall was Uncle Oscar? Note, I was not wearing my glasses. September 3rd. A faint voice coming from the bottom of the stairs. I said hello, did not investigate. Probably was the furnace. September 9th. Poured milk from carton in fridge. It was spoiled. Pretty sure I read that spirits can sour milk. Milk was just bought yesterday. Also ghost milk. Moo, moo, moo. October 9th. Lonnie
That giggle
says,
of yours is so disarming. It makes me want to open my wallet and give you a cheeseburger.
but you don't have a cheeseburger in your wallet to give me.
I know, it's very sad.
Aw.
I usually keep my cheeseburgers in my wallet next to the expired condoms. I don't use either one.
Lonnie says she feels a presence in the TV room. I suddenly begin to feel cold. We build a protective pillar fort. Oh, that's why there's
Ah.
a fort in the living room. October 22nd, Lonnie and I employ our Ouija board as a medium. Disturbing messages are conveyed from the other side. Oscar is definitely here. October 28th, 1994. Enlisted Lonnie to stay up all night and help patrol premises, recording any signs of otherworldly presence. Lonnie reported many sightings, but all remain unconfirmed. Possible ectoplasm and... Storm, can you not? Possible ectoplasm in attic, probably leaky roof. Sample taken just in case. Despite our best efforts, we both fell asleep around 4 a.m. All in all, a successful night. Box is labeled Katie. Katie, Katie. Alright, so this is my shit.
So is that your room?
This is the guest room, apparently.
Ah.
Oh. Hey, Sam, you were asking what my ROTC ribbons meant. Here's a handy guide. Orienteering. This means the Army thinks I can find my way around. Rifle team. The Army has branded me as certified killing machine. Adventure training. I am a born adventurous, and no borders can hold me. The Army recognizes this. So if you didn't think I was cool before, now you do. Okay, so Lonnie is military. That was definitely a picture of her downstairs in that cabinet.
Alright, before you go
Wait,
in...
there's another door.
Okay.
Alright, there's pedals. Another cassette.
Oh, I thought this said cigarette. I'm starting to get tired.
Aw.
Oh, God. Ugh. Awful.
Halloween show, The Misfits. They're awesome. See you there. Stygian Lounge. From Lonnie. Don't forget your costume.
Sometimes you just have to lie to Mom and Dad. Like when Lonnie asked me to see a band with her and stay over at her friend's place in the city after. That's a lie to Mom and Dad situation. But it was so worth it. The girls on stage were just so loud and real and awesome. And everybody was moving together like one huge tide of sound. Between two songs, Lonnie leaned over and said, "How do you like your first show?" I was so happy. I felt tears starting in my eyes. And then she up and hugged me. I think she could tell.
Interesting.
Creepy.
Performance evaluation. Richard Pottermack. Supervisor Janice Greenbrier. Ranger Pottermack has been indispensable during the course of the prescribed burn preparation and execution. I believe his expertise and dedication has been the deciding factor in the success of a complex and challenging conservation effort. In the opinion of the Flintlock Forest staff, Rick's contributions to daily operations have become essential to the outfit's continuing success. To this end, I will be formally submitting paperwork requesting his permanent reassignment to this facility. Interesting. Mom wants Ranger Rick to stick around.
Like I said, possible illicit affair. If that is true, then we probably have a couple suspects for whatever exactly happened here. If
Oh
any-
god. Remember these?
That was weird.
My mom had one of these.
My grandmother had a sewing machine, but not a pop-up sewing machine. Michael is asking me to play Dead Darkness. I'm not going to play any horror game. It's not my thing. I hate jump scares, and I'm sure as hell not going to play it on camera.
It's a romance novel. He saved her from the raging flames, and then things really heated up.
And Nuked Piggy says, I still need to play Long Live the Queen again. Yes, that is on the short list for one of our streaming Sundays, because the next time we do the Long Live the Queen, we want you guys to participate. That will happen soon.
Wait, how do we...
I think it's just open now. I wonder if that's part of a puzzle of some sort since it's staying open.
Healthy choices, skills for a healthy life. Lonnie, holy crap, I was in the library, I noticed something in the corner, I found a secret passage, and I had Oscar's creepy old stuff in it.
Of course.
Oh my god, I've got to see this. We're skipping the 6th. Okay. And it's marked on the map.
Of course.
Whoa.
You open the door into your own face.
Captain Allegra and the first mate. Your costume, my costume. Lonnie. So they're apparently LARPing Sam's characters at the Halloween show. What's this? Heavens to Betsy. For Sam. Here we go. Nothing can stop me. Decide. Stay away. Calculated. Waitress help. Don't look here.
Well, this has been creepy enough, but I think we should save the dark room for the next episode.
Yeah. It's on.
Oh, it's an attic? Yeah, fuck the attic.
Yeah, this is the attic where there were apparently things.
Yeah, we're not going to the attic today. So next week, streaming Sunday number 16, which will be August something. I can't do the math right now. I'm too tired. We will continue and probably complete Gone Home. But for now, I'm going to call an end to this because my heart probably can't take it,
Yeah,
and I already can't breathe anyway.
my neck hurts.
So, thanks for watching, everyone. I appreciate everyone, especially everyone who joined me for the Twitch stream.
Yeah.
We do this, again, every 8 p.m. Eastern, Twitch TV, twitch.tv/PyroFalkon, or you can join me on my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/PyroFalkon. And TheAkamura has a channel there that she's never updated,
Nope.
so we're going to figure out what we're doing about that, too. So I think we're going to go have dinner, and I'm going to try to pass out because my allergies are destroying me, and I feel like I'm going to lose my face. So,
Don't
again,
lose your face, I like it.
thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you next week. And keep an eye on youtube.com. Final Fantasy VI Episode 27 is going to go up in about 3 minutes after I shut the hell up here. And there's going to be no after party tonight. Neither Akamura and I are really awake enough for it. And I do apologize for that. I cannot help being sick. But hopefully by next week we should be all 100%. Or at least I should be. So, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll
ya.
see you next week.